volume up. Yeah, like I said, we're just hanging out for a little bit. It's my last, like 20 to 30 minutes before my wife comes home and has my son. So, um, enjoying the last little bit that I can before I gotta go back to work tomorrow. Fun stuff, right? Let me go back here and get one of my power banks, guys. So yeah, there's really not much going on. I would have done my dishes today, but pretty much the dishes are still wet, so I can't really do anything with them or, put them up right away. So but I do want to say thank you to all my subscribers. It means a lot to me that you guys care enough to actually like and subscribe. I wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for you guys. So, like I said, I greatly appreciate you all. Sorry if I'm like moving around a bit. I'm trying to get a last few minute thing situated before everybody gets home. Like I said though, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. So, I appreciate you guys. I guess I just wanted to hang out with you guys for the last little bit until, everybody got here and then we end up may not being able to hang out the rest of the day. I don't know. It really just depends on what the wifey wants to do. So, put this up the right way. There we go. There's that. If I can get this situated. There we go. I think that works. I think that's working. Let's see. Let's reach my plug though, that's the problem. I'm trying to get my power bank on the back of this thing, but I'm trying to get the cord to reach and it just won't reach. Thought I managed to be able to do this before. Nope, apparently not. How's everybody doing? I know it's been a while since I've done a live. Sorry, I'm trying to get this thing hooked up. Apparently it doesn't want to do right, so I'm going to have to get one of my other ones. Or just not use my tripod. Which I don't want to do because it makes life that much easier, but it is what it is. Hey, Sala. Is that how you say it? Sala? How are you guys doing today?
Charging started now. Charging.
Ooh, that's loud. What's up, guys? Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out. I wanted to use my tripod, but oh, Roblox. I've heard of it, but I don't ever do anything with it. It's not really my thing. I gotta put this thing back up. Can't use it apparently. Well, can I? Alright. Way too much of a hassle. How much am I? Or how am I? I'm okay. I'm just bored, chilling at the house. Waiting until the rest of the family comes home. I got a few minutes. Trying to enjoy my last little bit of freedom before I have to go back to work tomorrow. So, didn't really get a whole lot of rest in like I wanted to, but I mean, it's better than nothing. I would have liked to have been able to get all my dishes done, but everything's still, you know, drying. I got the girls taken care of. I got the girls some more hay and water. There's my girls. There's Miss Nominee. And over there at the water bottle, that's Kyrie. You girls okay now? Y'all destroyed one of your hay balls already. Good lord. I just gave you like a whole bunch of hay. I gotta swap out your, well, I gotta give you some more pellets here after a little while too. Looks like you got a little bit left in there. Yeah, I want to do some more stuff in here in the office and everything, but there's only so much I can do. I got myself one of those standing desk things too, but I just trying to figure out where in the world I'm going to put it because the open part of my desk is not long enough really for it, and I've got like a little cabinet on the corner part of it, so I'm just trying to figure out. Wonder what happened. Oh, so I was reconnecting. I wonder what happened. I have no idea. Can anybody still hear me okay? I noticed that it said something about said I was reconnecting or something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. Trying to get this last minute stuff in order. Okay, that's for that microphone. I was debating on whether or not I was going to use a lavalier microphone. That's what it is. I can't. My brain hurts. Okay, that should be everything in there. Oh, let's see. I might be able to. Let's see. Maybe. Ow. Yeah, I know I haven't really been able to do a whole lot lately. I'm still waiting, especially for my wife to feel better. She's still not 100% yet. So with our channel that we've got together, we're trying to just at least wait until she's feeling a little bit better before we do any more like food and stuff like that to try. Still can't really have anything like rice or anything like that, really. Nothing like super rough or nothing. It's looking like this time the graft did a little bit better, but still not 100% for her. So we may or may not end up having to either They said, I think they said the last time that we went that if it doesn't take again for her, then they probably might end up having to pull that tooth. I don't know. I know we'll be going um, back here soon, so hopefully she doesn't have to go through all that again. I really don't want her to have to go through all that. She's already been through it plenty enough times as it is. So, no, it's just a car going by. It reminds me too, I gotta go get my stuff out of the I gotta get my clothes out for tomorrow for work. But I forgot. God, this thing is. Sorry, I'm trying to like get this. It's one of those phone mounts that you can like mount on your table and stuff, or prop it up. And I'm using the part that clamps onto the table to hold my power bank on at the same time, and it's a little bit of a pain in the butt, especially trying to do it with one hand. It works. It's just a pain in the butt. Completely forgot about getting my stuff ready for work tomorrow. And all I have to do later on is get my lunch made for tomorrow. There we go. So what's everybody else doing today? What are you guys up to? Everyone's still at work, getting off work, hanging out at the house. I spent most of the day just relaxing. I didn't really do a whole lot today. Pretty much woke up, ran my errands, came back, played PlayStation for a little bit, and just chilled. There's really not much else for me to do. The last couple of days of work, this weekend was freaking brutal. Between the humidity and how busy we were, it was just crazy. I barely made it through. So, but we managed. Now it's only a matter of seeing what's going to happen on my next 2 days, which would be my Thursday and my Friday. So, hopefully we'll be alright. There's something else I was going to do. I don't remember what it was. I have no idea what it was. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta go back here and get some more of my stuff ready. I'm like everywhere. I'm like not even fully functioning, guys. I'm sorry. So what are you guys doing today? Is everybody doing all right? How is everybody? I want to make sure my watchers, my viewers, everybody, I want to make sure you guys are doing all right. Let's see. Okay, socks, belt, shirt, pants, boots are over there. Okay. Let me go over here and make sure my alarm is set. Yep. Okay, we're good. Make sure everything is ready to go for tomorrow. I have a little light, technically a little night light that I use too. I have that set on like one of those automatic timers, so that way, you know, I can wake up to that and not disturb my wife. She absolutely hates it whenever my alarm goes off. So I'm sorry, but I mean, I gotta wake up one way or another. I still don't even know how I even wake up to a light as opposed to an alarm. Some days I actually have no other choice but to wake up to my alarm because I'm so freaking tired. But, I mean, I do what I can not to disturb her so that she doesn't get, you know, woken up too early, especially a couple hours before her alarm. So I tried to do what I can for her, but I always tell her, so there's no promises. I was so confused. Girls, what in the world are y'all doing? Which one of you got the zoomies? Good lord. Man, y'all wrecked your cage, man, I swear. I'm going to give you girls some more food here in a minute. Oh, man. Okay. I put water in the fridge, so that's good. I got plenty of that ready to go. Just gonna make my sandwiches later, figure out what we're doing for dinner, and go from there. Yeah, there we go. I see you, Kyrie. I see that little head tilt. I see you. You must be excited, huh? Yeah. If you girls are good, I'll give you a treat, okay? Just gotta give me a minute. Let's talk to my guinea pigs. Like I said, if you're new, I've got two female guinea pigs, Kyrie and Nominee. According to my wife, they're both daddy's girls, apparently. I don't even do anything special. I just feed them and just, take care of them. Don't know why she thinks that. How's everybody doing today? Like I said, I'm just hanging out last little bit before I gotta go back to work tomorrow. Just chilling. Figured I'd get a quick little live in beforehand. Appreciate you guys liking and subscribing if you have. I appreciate y'all. I know I don't have a whole lot of different content on there. I'm trying. It's just, it's a lot harder when you got a family and uh I mean, yeah, I'm part-time, but still full-time dad, and there's everything else going on, trying to look for a house and work and him and finances and trying to be able to go figure out where to film, what to do, what hasn't been done already. It's a pain in the butt. It would be cool if I had permission from work to be able to take you guys with me and show you, what I do every day. That would be fun. And like I explained before, some of those early ones, some of those early YouTube shorts that I've done where I was destroying equipment, or not equipment, destroying like appliances with equipment, yes, that is technically part of what I do. Like when we have washers and dryers or fridges coming in, we try to crush them down as much as we can, like a skid steer or excavator, and then we load it up into a big old metal bin, and go from there. I just thought it was fun to have the ones with, where you push it off the cliff or something. And the story behind, I know it's a lot of them. The story behind Ricky and Chad. My wife loves capybaras, and with me, most of the years I've done security, I've had at least at every post that I've had a freaking wild raccoon think I'm his best friend or his bodyguard. So I figured I'd incorporate that, and I was like, hey, this will be an interesting little story. These two get together and get into trouble. So, I mean, yeah, a lot of my stuff is AI, but like I said, it's just hard for me to. I don't have the money, time, finances, and stuff like that to be able to go out and film like these other, YouTubers and stuff like that. So I've been just trying to utilize what I have and what I can do, especially physically and financially. So, I mean, if it's there as a tool to use, then why not use it? I mean, not saying I'm perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect. I really don't care to be perfect. For me, it's about having fun. It's easier for me to get my ideas across that way and be like, hey, okay, well, I wonder if they'll get a kick out of this, I try to make it fun, try to make it, make people laugh a little bit with it. So, I mean, it is what it is. Man, I'm out of breath just walking back and forth, but I'm getting anxious. I am anxious because it's almost 4 o'clock. It's almost time for them to leave and come home. I'm just going back and forth, pacing. I can't help it. I swear there's always something. I feel like there's something else that I need to be doing or something else that I was going to do, and I just still haven't remembered what it is. I can't for the life of me freaking remember. I have no idea. See, what I was thinking about, like I said earlier, I was messing around with my my lavalier microphones because I got quite a few of them. The one that I keep with me because it's more portable because it's smaller. It doesn't have an option to where I can plug it into the bottom of my phone and then be able to charge my phone.
Fully charged. Charging completed and is now 100.
So instead, I was like, okay, well, let me get one of my other ones out that I had before that I got from Whatnot. And it's just got a whole lot more cords to it. And it's like, God, I really don't feel like having to deal with all that. But, I mean, if I have to, I have to. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm slowly trying, like I said, if you guys know, you know, I've been trying to figure things out little by little, trying to figure out a game plan for this channel and stuff like that. The only other thing I really do is like my podcast. I've been playing around with that. I had one episode I put out. I want to say it was Thursday. I think. I can't remember. I don't really try to remember. All I do is just like, okay, I do good enough just trying to remember what episode I last left off on. So. And I think that was like season 2, episode 13 is what I'm on. So the next one will be number 14. Yeah, episode 14. Yeah. So, and yeah, I'm trying to figure it out, guys. Main thing is we've been looking for a house. That's the biggest thing. That's what's been taking over everything else. That's why I haven't really done as much. It's because the last couple times I had time, like last week before I went, and started my days again. We were looking at a few houses that we saw come up in our price range. So, but we went and looked at them, and yeah, they were not worth what they were offering at all. And I'm not going to invest money into something that's falling apart for the amount of money that they want from it. So, no. I said it's going to be, I don't mind it if it's to the point to where it's like, oh, hey, okay, well, it just needs some paint or, something like that. That's fine. A little touch up here and there. But if it has to be, the whole floor needs to be replaced because it's got mold and water damage and all this other stuff, I'm like, no, I'm not putting every last penny to my name down on a house that is literally falling apart, and then I'm going to be even further out of money just trying to get it up to code to where I can actually even live in it. So it's been rough trying to get stuff situated with that. So like I said, that's another reason why we've been, busy. We haven't really had a whole lot of time to do anything. Is just house hunting. So hopefully we find something soon. It's been really hard trying to find something decent and affordable here, especially one not for rent. Um, so yeah, hopefully things start turning around. And that way, guys, I can get a bigger office. I can have a nicer setup for the live streams and stuff like that. So that way, we can have more fun and, be more, I guess, visually appealing in the background. I know it sucks the way it is. Um, but yeah, we're slowly getting there. And like, I'm gonna talk to my wife too whenever she gets home. I'm gonna see if she's maybe feeling up for another video for Dawn and Chris Unfiltered. I'm from the U.S. You're from Pakistan, dude. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome, man. I got goosebumps just thinking about it. That's kind of cool. Like the same with me, it doesn't matter where you're from, you know. I mean, we're all human. Some greater power, whoever you believe in, we were made. We're all here together. Let's make the most of it, you know. We got to learn about, we got to learn everything we can from one another in order to, just become brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? I mean, we're all in this. We're all in this together. You know what I mean, guys? I think it's cool though. I think it's cool that stuff like this. We can just turn on a camera and like connect. That's cool. It's like something you don't really think about until you just sit down and actually think. It's like, man, makes you feel that much closer, even though you're like so far away. I know. I look a little crazy, don't I? My wife wants me to shave. Should I shave? This isn't. Look, this isn't. I was born and raised here in the U.S. I'm German, Irish, and Cherokee. But yeah, this isn't even the thickest that I've even grown it. Like when I remember first started getting my channel started and like actually getting into it, it was thick. So those early shorts and stuff like that's on here. Yeah, that was by far the thickest I've ever had my beard. And yeah, I'm glad I had it throughout the winter because like I said, one day at work it was so cold it was like 6 degrees outside and the door to my little building got completely frozen shut, so I had no way to get into the heat. I had to keep running back and forth to the main building and back outside to turn on the compactors and everything and run back in so I don't get frostbite. And man, hold on, I'm out of breath. Oh, I'm like constantly walking back and forth. I'm sorry. I just when it gets closer for time for me to see my wife and everything, it's just I don't know. I just get more anxious. I can't sit still. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But yeah, I wanna grow my beard back out a little bit, but I also don't want to make her mad too, because happy wife, happy life. So, I mean, but I do try to keep it trim this time. I've actually been trying to do a little bit better at trying to, like, especially for me, like right here, when it starts curling into my mouth, that's when it's like, yeah, time to at least trim it. And then if it gets too annoying for me where it just takes up too much time, then yeah, I'll just go ahead and shave it off. And then I mean, oh no, I'm from the South. My wife was from up north, but I'm from the South. We both found each other here where we're at. Just we both got out of 5-year relationships. We moved in with our parents back, what, 2018, and then we just came across each other online, and the rest is history. So we both moved up here in 2018. We met in 2019, and then got married in 2020, and then had our son in 2021. So, yeah, we moved pretty quick, but it's worth it. You girls are already wore out from all that running around, huh? Now you got full bellies and everything, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, y'all are spoiled, all right. Look at y'all. It's my spoiled, rotten girls for all that running around earlier. I was wondering what that was. They had the zoomies or something. I guess it was after I gave them all that hay. Just all I did was just give them a refill on their food and water. That's all I did. Had the zoomies. Now they're worn out, passed out. I know depending on what's going on today after we eat or whatever, I'm gonna be the same way. I'm gonna get ready to get full belly and go to sleep myself. Oh. It's one of the other neighbors going by. Very, very slowly. I'm a nosy neighbor. Sometimes. If it sounds like something's off, then yeah, I'm nosy. It just comes from where I was born and raised. If you know, you know. Sometimes you have to be a little nosy in order to, you know, avoid drama or trouble. So, nothing wrong with that. Gotta stay safe nowadays, unfortunately. Oh, I can't wait for them to come home. I know I'm talking way too much. I don't know if I want a ginger ale or a glass of water. What do you think, guys? I don't know. One thing that's crazy about New York, though, I've never been, but I think it'd be cool to go up there and at least see like Times Square and the Brooklyn Bridge and everything. I've been to the West Coast. Just haven't been completely on the East Coast. So, would be interesting. All right. Why is everyone going so slow around here? Any other time they're wanting to be speed demons flying down the street. Now they're going creeping by really slow. Weird. I don't know if I want to hang out in the living room or if I want to hang out back here in the bedroom and just chill. At least back here in the bedroom, I have a little spot I can sit down and have this at the right height. And I can see out the window better. I don't know. I'm just blabbing my mouth. I'm just blabbing. So my wife always says too, she's like, you talk too much. You don't shut up. I'm like, I'm sorry. Can't help it. That's just part of our human nature. We're supposed to be able to talk and communicate with one another. That's what we're made for. We're here to be all together as one. We can solve all the problems if we work together. It's just all about, learning how to compromise. Ah, good Lord. Okay, it's 4:11. She might have worked over. I don't know. I would like to know. I have no idea, guys. I'm going crazy. Even though I was already crazy. Yep. I was born crazy. What are you talking about? Towards the end again, I just get, like I said, I get anxious and I get excited like this whenever I know it's getting closer for my wife to come home. See my wife and my son. I'm just back here chilling now. I'm trying to sit still. It's just so hard. Plus, I was sitting down for so long earlier. I can't sit down for too long. Because if I do, my knees start to bother me. So sometimes I do have to get up and walk around like this. A lot of people hate it. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I got 2 bad knees, guys. I mean, I got to do what I got to do. Oh, I got to sit down for 2 seconds. Oh. All right. So anybody else have any questions? What's up? Does anybody want me to, anybody have any suggestions, anything else like that, maybe some other different kinds of shorts or videos or anything else like that y'all want to see? You want to figure out what happens next with Ricky and Chad, the raccoon and capybara, or capybara, whichever way you want to say it. They have some more adventures coming up. I've got a whole bunch of them that are getting ready to roll out before too long. Trying to come up with other ideas too. Like I said, it's just everything going on. It's ridiculous. I'm just, oh, it's like a freaking like tangled up mess in my brain with everything that's going on and trying to do this at the same time and trying to maintain my sanity. Trying. I really want, like I said, I really want to give you guys some good content to watch. I'd like to be, like a lot of the other good YouTubers out there, like Banos and all the other ones, like where you can do gaming and you can do vlogs and stuff like that. It's just I don't have the time, money, or the equipment to do it, and it sucks because I like doing this kind of stuff. It's just I just don't know what to do. Everything's already been done, and I don't want to infringe upon somebody else's ideas. So I don't know. I don't. So in turn, my idea is to, whenever I have time, I just get on here, hang out with you guys, answer any questions. Just hang out like friends, man. Get to know you guys. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, like I said, we're humans. We're meant to communicate. I don't mind making new friends. Doesn't matter. That's what we're here for. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. It's not gonna hurt my feelings either way. So I'm just here to hang out with you guys, have fun, talk about anything, and go from there. If you have any ideas for anything, you're more than welcome to, let me know. Just comment, tell me in the chat or in the comments on after the video or whatever. And also I'm still open to any kind of suggestions for like the editing part of things. I'm still trying to figure out some universal way that I can edit things a lot better. Because I've only got either whatever I can use on the phone and whatever I can use on the computer, which is not a whole lot. So it kind of sucks, you know what I mean? But I mean, Depending on what it was that I've recorded so far, there are some things that I've liked to have been able to edit just to make it look a little bit better for you guys. And then there's some things like this that I don't really care to edit. It's just as it is. It's a live stream. Not worried about editing. So, like, I want you guys to know me. You know what I mean? Not like the edited version. Like, you know. I mean, it's just like a relationship. If you don't like the person or you're the way they are, then I don't know what to tell you. So, and yes, I'm drinking water. I know it's a little mason jar cup, but it's just water. I got to work tomorrow. I don't drink before I go to work. Plus, it's been a while since I've had a good drink. Probably if well, I should be off for my birthday, and hopefully I can at least have a shot or two of whiskey or moonshine or something. Be nice. After the way work's been, I kind of really wish I had a drink or two. It's been God, it's been rough. I need something to, take the edge off and just relax. But like I said, I gotta wait until my full off week and go from that since I operate equipment. Gotta do things the right way. No point in, trying to risk anything, you know what I mean? Wait till I'm done, wait till I'm at home. I know I'm not doing anything or going anywhere else. Just have a shot or two, sit back, relax, watch One Piece, eat some dinner, take a hot shower, and go to bed. And then that way, the next day, I know, oh, I don't have to go to work, so we're good. Let's see, was that them? Nope. Thought I heard a car door. I thought that was them pulling up in the driveway. I'm getting anxious and I can't sit still, guys. I'm waiting for my wife and my son to come home. There we go. All right, guys. Also, I couldn't type it all in there. So also want to know, like, what do you guys think about, like, Ricky and Chad? Ricky the raccoon and Chad the capybara. Those are the two characters in the shorts that I've made. I like them. It's just two different clashing personalities. They're always getting into crazy antics and stuff like that. So I thought it was just something fun, and like I said, I like to make people laugh. So I figured, okay, well maybe these two can, we have a little fun with it. So just let me know what you guys think about Ricky and Chad's. you know, I like to know your thoughts on them. Because I don't really have a whole lot of comments or anything on nothing, so I don't really know how to give any kind of, feedback from anything or how to change anything. So, um, that'd be helpful. Like I said, we can, um, I'm trying to think of some more. Excuse me. So, so yeah. But like I said, I know I use a lot of AI for it. I mean, it's a tool to use, and I mean, it helps me since I can't really go and record anything a whole lot. So, I mean, it is what it is, guys. But I'm trying to, I'd like to be able to make something that would, give you guys a good laugh. You know what I mean? At least I figured with those two that, you know, we'd be able to. There we go. So yeah, I just want to know your guys' thoughts on Ricky the Raccoon and Chad the Capybara. If you like them, if you want to see more um, of what they get into, just let me know. Hold on. Nope, not them. Sorry, I'm like on high alert, waiting and listening for my wife to come home. But yeah, if you guys have seen any of my shorts on Ricky the Raccoon and Chad the Capybara, I just like to know what you guys think about them. If you like them or not. If you want to see what trouble they get into next. Like I said, it's two different clashing personalities. I thought it'd be funny, because like I said, Chad is laid back, just like a capybara is, just chill vibes, and I included that one in there because you know my wife loves capybaras, and with me, with all the years of security I've done, at every post it seems like I have one raccoon or another that thinks I'm his personal bodyguard. So I figured I'd add a raccoon to the story. So Ricky the Raccoon and Chad the Capybara were created. And like I said, with the two clashing personalities, I thought it would be pretty interesting to see what trouble they get into and, what happens. So it's going to be like an ongoing little story thing here and there. And if you guys have any suggestions of to, like I said, if you want to see or suggest what they do next, then all you guys got to do is just comment on them, just I don't know how else to do it other than a live stream, but you can message me and let me know what you guys want to see, and I can see what I can work up for y'all. Um, hell, I'm just happy just chilling with you guys. I mean, I think this is pretty cool just to be able to sit down and do this. So I'd like to meet you guys. You know, like I said, I want to thank you guys so much for the subscriptions, for all the likes. It like I said, it means a lot to me that you guys, even take a few seconds to even watch. And I love you guys for it. I mean, I'm trying to get you some more stuff, and this is a step in the right direction for me to be able to use the platform directly. I'm working on trying to find some more time and some more equipment to be able to record more stuff. Um, so, I mean, with that being said, I wouldn't be here without you guys. So, I want to thank you all. And I know I sound like a broken record sometimes, but I just can't I can't tell you guys enough how much I appreciate you all for, the likes and subscribe, y'all hitting that subscribe button. Um, yeah, I'm nothing special, and, it definitely helps. Um, and like I was telling my wife, I said, this would be pretty cool if, maybe if we did end up, you know, um, being monetized or whatever, or had sponsors, or then that would be cool. I don't know how that would work on taxes or anything, but it would probably help out, being able to pay the bills and take care of my family, especially since I'm only working part time, and it's been ridiculous trying to find full time work around here. Especially since I'm not from this town originally. So, and I've learned real quick that you pretty much have to know somebody to get your foot in the door anywhere up here. And if you don't know anybody, then they just don't want you. So, I got lucky with what I've got. So, um, but yeah, I mean, even if I just did this on the side for some, just to help pay for stuff on the side to take care of my family, it'd be pretty cool. It would definitely save me some, and gas and everything too. Um, I mean, whatever happens, happens. So it's just one of those things. But we'll get to that later on. I'm just, I gotta hustle and grind and do what I gotta do for you guys. Um, if there is anything else that we go to, which I think there is, she's still wanting to go see. Forgot where it was. I think she's waiting on Lucky Lad Farms again to open back up, where we got to go to the guinea pig, not guinea pig, the capybara enclosure, and we got to feed them and pet them. Um, I think it was like sometime late last year. I think is when we found out that those two passed away. So now we're waiting for them to open up again and get. They have a few more capybaras that they have now, and we're gonna go out there again. It's probably gonna be maybe the end of this month, beginning of next month, around there. We're gonna take her down there. It'd be for her. She says she wanted it to be for her birthday, but since the timing wasn't right on her birthday, it'd be like a belated birthday thing. So then I could probably ask them if I can, record live for you guys, and that way you can enjoy the capybara experience with us, and you know I'll see what I can do. And if I have to, if she calls him up again, I can ask him on the phone. Be like, hey, I just want to know if it was, okay. I've got a little YouTube channel. If you guys, would allow me to do a brief little live stream with the capybaras with you guys, then, I think that would be cool. And then, if you want to get on there and tell them anything about the farm or anything, you're more than welcome to. So, I mean, I don't care if people promote their stuff on here. It's just the way it is. I don't care if you want to come promote whatever, then go for it. It's not going to hurt my feelings. It's your right, your freedom to do as you wish. If you want to come on here and promote something, then go for it. I don't mind. I'm still able to be on here and hang out with you guys, talk, answer questions, um, brainstorm ideas together. So, like I said, that's that's another reason why I like doing this. Like I said, I get to sit down, I get to hang out with you guys and talk. Helps pass the time. It helps me. It helps me a lot too with my anxiety with trying to wait for my wife and my son to come home. So and then like I said before, I know it, they're already here, and it's like, see, then I get to learn all about you guys too. It's like where you're from, where you're watching from. I learn. I love learning like culture and stuff like that. It's cool. I think it's awesome to learn about where you're from and your different cultures and how things are everywhere. I mean, I think it's pretty interesting. So, because I've always been like a history buff and stuff like that too, and geography and culture and stuff like that. I've always been into that stuff. I mean, I think it's pretty cool to learn about how things are done in other countries, and I think it's pretty freaking cool. So I'm always down for learning, guys. Man, I'm trying so hard not to like jump up and look out the window to see if they're here yet. I'm just like listening for the car to pull up and the door to open up and hearing my son's voice say, "Daddy!" Nope, still not here. Yep. So yeah, that's all we're doing. We're chilling, guys. We're hanging out. I know it's a very boring background. I mean, you got, my alarm clock and my little charger station over here for my phone. Then the bed, hanging out in the bedroom. It's just further away from the other end of the house, so I'm not disturbing everybody with my loud, obnoxious, nasally voice. And I noticed too, I sound horrible. It doesn't help either that, all this pollen and stuff still's irritating me. I've noticed it's been like that the last couple of days because I work outside too, which doesn't help none. But I don't know. I've been feeling. Ugh. I feel like I'm like extra poofy, I guess you could say. I don't know if that. I don't know how to explain it. Like I feel like everything's kind of like. I don't know if it's because of the lack of sleep, or the allergies, or the combination of both. I don't know. All I know is I just feel like heavy, tired. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But enough about me. I want to know about you guys. How are you guys? How is everybody doing today, folks? What's up? I'm going to go ahead and end this real quick. If I can remember how to do it. What do I do? Just go tap on it? No. Okay, do it that way. Oh, okay. I figured it out. Yeah, I know. I'm a little slow. Huh. There was something I was going to share with you guys. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I do have a picture of it. This right here. Yeah. You see all this ice that was on my face, guys? That was from that day that I was telling y'all about earlier to where it was 6 degrees outside. And oh my god, like just the breath and the condensation from me breathing that day. This is what it looked like after I finally got inside my little shack and turned the heat on. My whole entire face over here was nothing but ice. This is what was left over by the time I was able to stop and take a picture of it for my wife. That's how cold it was that day. That was ridiculous. I just wanted to show you guys that because I remember I was talking about that earlier. There we go. Also, when I was talking about the capybaras, this is my wife, and of course, you see the two capybaras there. Yeah, you get to go in there, and we got to feed them and pet them, and she had the time of her life. She absolutely loved it. So that's what we're probably going to end up doing again here, probably by the end of this month or maybe next month. One of them. But yeah, these were the two capybaras that, passed away. You can see the other one's nose down here in the bottom. Here, let me get out of the way so y'all can see it. So, yeah, both of these, that's my wife. Um, both of these little cappies right here, we got to pet, feed, and all that other cool stuff. It was pretty neat. So, but yeah, and yeah, bear with me. I'm figuring stuff out as I go along. I just wanted to show you a few things. Yeah. I think it's probably getting close to that time. So I'll probably end up getting up off of here, guys. I'm going to go so I can go out there and wait for her because I know it's getting a little bit closer. But if you could, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and I appreciate you guys for being here. And I will see you all next time.